Here we go. Welcome. My name is Andrew, and I'm in charge for the DevOps conference agenda, along with the program committee, and many of the program committee are online as well. And what we're gonna do today, we're gonna cover some aspects of the forthcoming conference DevOps, which will take place on the 20th of October in St. Petersburg, along with some other key social activities and some technical things like logistics and feedback around the conference. So the takeaway from this presentation is going to take about up to 15 minutes, not that long. So I don't expect you to be tired a lot, but the key takeaway from this presentation is to give you a highlight of all the activities around the conference in order you to be more familiar and not to spend too much time to figure out how to do one thing or another. Also, I would like you to remember the key context and the key milestones of getting to the conference. So let's start from the 18th of October. You'll probably arrive to the city, to the airport, and the venue where the conference will take place is Crown Plaza. It has a physical address to start with, Street 6. It's just 10 minutes by car at most from the airport, so you don't really need to expect. You want to expect some traffic jams during your way to the airport or back, but I don't recommend you to get a taxi in the airport because of some not that good possibilities, not that good consequences of being how I don't know how to say it in English, being tricked by taxi drivers. So the best option is to call the Uber, or in case you want some assistance from our site, you can reach Daria and she'll send you the taxi driver with a special table with your name. So you you don't have a chance to miss the taxi driver. There are some other options to go to the airport or to the city. There are a shuttle, which departs every 30 minutes. And in case you want some local card, SIM card, I mean, you can drop the message to Daria, and she will provide it to you on the first day. So feel free to ask, because local SIM cards are very convenient for you if you travel from abroad. Well, on the 19th of October, we'll organize a city tour for our speakers. So we'll probably depart about the noon from the hotel lobby. I encourage you not to be late and come 5 minutes before in order to get familiar, to meet the guide, and you will be heading to the Hermitage, to the very center, to the very heart of the city. I think you will enjoy it because Hermitage is just a key, key facility, key feature of our city. And you'll be returned back to the hotel about 5 a.m. What's next? The next is sound check. This is an essential part of preparing for for your presentation for the conference. It will take place just after we set all the hardware environment in our venue. So we estimate that by 7 p.m. all the hardware will be set. So you'll be able to plug your laptop, check the sound, to see how your presentation will look like on the projector. That's very important, especially in case if you have some non-standard setup, if you have some laptop which has difficulties with with the video output, but things changes, and in case you missed the sound check in the evening, you are invited to make it in the morning of 20th of October. Just after the sound check, we invite you to go to the restaurant for the speaker dinner. It's on the same venue where the conference will take place, and we will join there at about 7:30, just after finishing our sound check, because it may take some time. So feel free to come for the dinner. There are only speakers invited for that event, so I really appreciate your attention to this activity. This is very important because on the speaker dinner, sometimes people can figure out some things in their presentations that they could make better. Okay, this is a slide for the schedule. We are we all we almost finished preparing the schedule now. And in case you have any difficulties, not difficulties, any issues, any comments on that, please speak up, because we have uh, just a couple of days to figure it out, to change your slot to later time, to earlier time, because uh, if you have a flight in the evening, you probably want not to be nervous watching on on your watches, and thinking about how to finish my presentation faster. We better put you into the very beginning of the day. Um, should I? Hey guys, all okay? Should I show the schedule which is published on the website, or you can take a look by yourself?
Believe we should look by ourselves.
Okay. Yeah. Let's move to the next slide. This is all about the venue. This is a plot. Just a moment. We have three rooms for three different talks in parallel. We're gonna have a keynote in the beginning, opening keynote in the hall one, and the closing keynote in the same hall one.
It seems we lost you.
Sorry?
Oh, good. It's not just me.
Okay. And there are two other rooms of equally the same capacity, just near the main hall.
It seems so.
Oh, I seem to be dropped.
Yep, it was dropped.
But now you're back.
Sorry about that. I have some issues with the connection. I hope the recording seems to be continuous. Well, the last time I was talking about the venue. There are three halls and the exhibition area between it. There are going to be several sponsor spots, etc., and people will wander around those spots and ask questions. But the main thing for you as speakers, the lunch area, here and here. Now, it was a joke. The main area here is the speaker's room, which is red here near the restrooms, and the discussion zone, which is very, very important for you as a speaker and for all the attendees who want you to ask some questions after you talk. So basically, after you talk, you'll be invited, you'll be guided with a special volunteer to the discussion area, so you'll have about 1 hour to speak with the community. So don't ignore that possibility to reach them. And I believe I didn't miss anything about the venue. Let's move to the contact. Just a moment. Here, Dari is the main guy who is responsible for your support on the venue during the whole conference. So in case you have any issues, any problems, any questions, feel free to reach her. We prefer either WhatsApp application, either Telegram application, any other ways of communication. That will help you. If Dari isn't available, we have another coordinator. Her name is Valentina. You probably had a contact with her. already, and she also knows a lot about this conference, but we are sharing the responsibilities, the areas of expertise across Daria and Valentina. So Valentina is a backup, and call me, reach me in the last place if you have any problems, and Daria Valentina are not available. The process of starting the conference. First of all, you need to be registered. You need to get a badge like this one. Without those badges, people are not allowed to be on the venue because we have special, very strict security rules. And I encourage you to come to your track at least 15 minutes before your talk to begin, in order you to finally check all the environment, all the hardware, all the setup, in order to start on time. And I just told you about the discussion zone. You will have the gap between the talks, which is 20 minutes, and the next talk is dedicated to the discussion to the conference audience. So use it wisely. The lunch will be served for speakers in the speakers room, but you can already also join the community, join all the attendants, and go to the main area for lunches. There's going to be a speaker room with the entrance allowed for speakers only and organizers. Interview room. This is a special area where will be asked some of you to give some brief interview. It's usually takes about 10 or 15 minutes. We'll prepare you some questions about your area of expertise and ask them, and live stream it to the internet. And it's going to be a part of conference materials, along as your presentations, along as your video of your talks. And the photo zone, please make a photo of you on the special photo zone. We'll tell you where it is as well. The party, probably the main part of any conference. It's going to be the closing party just after the closing keynote. It's going to be about around 7 p.m. and you can expect some snacks and some beer or some beverages there. So don't miss it and plan your schedule accordingly. Departing from SBB is pretty straightforward. You are either asking Daria to order you a taxi, or you can order the Uber. And now we have negotiation process with the Uber, and we'll probably provide you the promo code, the keyword for the Uber in order you not to pay, and it's gonna be charged from our conference account. And after the conference, we will provide you all the materials related to your talk. I mean, all the feedbacks people will provide to us on your talk. We ask many questions about the quality of every single talk, about the conference in general, etc. Then we take about 10 days to aggregate it, to summarize, and send you the summary with all the comments and with all the marks and rates of your talk. This is a very important part for you as speakers to improve your skills, to improve your talks for the next time. And in case if we didn't drop you those feedbacks, please reach us. Please drop me a message. That's probably because the message went to the spam folder. We'll figure out. And we'll also send you the link to the video and the link to the photo materials from the conference. Please don't share the video until we have all the permissions, because we have special rules about publishing the video. We don't publish it in the public until we have 2 or 3 months after the conference, in order to encourage people to attend at the conference attendee, rather than just to wait for the conference materials to be published. Also, we provide video for those guys only, for those participants only who provided the feedback on the conference. This allows us to get up to 80% of responses from our attendees. Well, we are finishing up, and I'm really, really happy to have this conference running, and I really look forward to see you soon in St. Petersburg on the DevOps conference. So now, in case you have any questions, I can answer them. So go
Sure.
ahead.
Yeah, one of them is, do you have any idea whether it's going to be VGA, HDMI, or whatever else for the hookups, for the projectors?
Yeah, by default, we accept the HDMI, but we have very, very good hardware environment over there, so we can, theoretically, we can take any signal from your laptop.
Perfect. Slight follow-up question. How difficult is it to get a laptop into and ideally out of Russia?
It's pretty easy. You only need to, as in most airports in the world, you just need to put it off your backpack and put it into the scanner, and you'll probably be asked to open it to show up that you don't put a bomb into your laptop. That's pretty easy.
Okay.
Do not forget to charge it, because sometimes they ask into you to put it on to show that it's actually working, that it's not contain anything other than laptop, you know.
Yeah, that's also true for any kind of electronic devices like cell phone or iPad.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, it was a pleasure to have all you online. I'll drop the link to the video in 5 minutes. In case you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask those questions to me or Daria. Thank you, and looking forward to see you in person soon in St. Petersburg in Russia. Bye.
Thank you, Andrei.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.